Oh man, this is interesting. Did I ever see myself doing paint by numbers of this beautiful horse? No, I did not, but here we are. What now? I feel like this is a lot nicer than it could have been. I could have ended up with like doing a Rubik's Cube. Ready? Name someone that has had a huge impact on your career. All right, I'm going to start with a little rush. I think for me, one of the greatest moments in my career was actually when I was working in the UK. I was working for a company there as a business analyst, and when I got there was just a really well-formed team already in place, and the team lead was just fantastic. She was an absolute legend, and she genuinely understood that to get the best out of people, you needed to let them go out and try things and fail and experiment. And she was a fantastic person for kind of teaching me that actually part of being a leader is about empowering other people to make the decisions for themselves and to learn along the way, rather than constantly having to just tell people what to do all the time. So she had a massive impact on my career, and actually since then I've always tried to create teams that work like that team and worked in the way that she would have worked. So I think that's always had a kind of a big effect on my career in general. I've done the first bit. Some of them have fractions on them, and I don't know whether I'm supposed to mix paints together, but that's all right. I've painted some brown. This horse is looking good. Next question. All right. What do you look for in employees to work for Hnry? That's a great question. I think we've always been big on self-starters, so no one likes to be micromanaged at work, and we've always looked for people who are genuinely passionate about learning, about changing and adapting. When you work in tech and in startups, everything changes so readily that one of the key things that you have to have is an ability to learn, to adapt and move quickly. So regardless of skills or any sort of past work experience, the key thing is just someone who's going to be engaged and someone who's going to really bring a lot of themselves to the role. And that's why I think we've ended up with such an awesome team like we have, is that we've got quite high standards when it comes to recruitment, but the people we do have are genuinely all in for each other, genuinely there to help people. And I think that's a trait that's really hard to find, but when you get it, it's fantastic. I don't seem to have like a pattern of where I'm starting. I'm just looking for a number 4 and just going for it. So I've done a bit of the ear. It's all right. Oh, everything's so dinky. Did you ever think you would be running your own business? Was it ever on your goals list? Short answer, no. I think I've always been someone that's been interested in kind of, I suppose, being entrepreneurial, but I don't think I considered like running a business in that. It was more, I like the idea of sort of being responsible for my own time. I'm gonna have to change colors because I feel like it's super brown. I'll go for a different color. We'll switch it up.
Do you think that's wise?
No. Getting it everywhere. I'm really getting into it. What was your mission for Hnry from the outset? It's interesting. The mission for Hnry has always just been about helping people, and actually having personally been kind of burdened with all of the financial admin that comes from being a contractor, the idea was, how do we create something that just takes that hassle away from people? Hats off to people who do this, because it is my sky is looking a little bit cloudy because there's some brown that seems to have kind of spilled over, but that's fine. I'm taking some artistic license with the colours. I'm sure that's what they mean for you to do in paint by numbers, is just go your own way. I was just starting to concentrate on the drawing. If you had one piece of advice for someone starting out, what would it be? I think just dedicating yourself to something. If you've got an idea and it's something that you think could be something, or you wonder whether or not, if it's a problem that you're trying to solve, you wonder how many people have that problem. Like, I just for me, I just got the bug. I realized that, you know, when you have an idea and you think in the back of your mind, like, I think this is a thing. No one else has done it, but I think this could be a thing. You can only give it time and say, well, actually, I'm going to spend some of my time making this happen. Genuinely, I was thinking when you brought this out that it might be slightly easier, that it would be like coloring by simple numbers. I love the way you gave me gigantic brushes as well, as if like, what am I going to do with this? Like maybe the 6 divided by 17. I might do something with that later. I should take another question before I get told to take another question. All right. Where do you see Hnry in 5 years' time? I was just about to drink that, which shows how much I'm concentrating. That would have been comedy gold for this video series. Where do I see Hnry? I think for us, I think we'll see it in New Zealand be just the standard choice for freelancers and contractors. I think we're seeing so much of that with our existing customers. The referrals, people just love the service and they're always referring it to friends and family. I think we'll see a lot more of that. I think we'll see Hnry in other countries. You know, we already have plans underway to be in different countries with Hnry. I think probably in 5 years' time, there'll at least be sort of 3 or 4 different countries that we'll be doing the same in. 5 and 8, the 2 greens together. Okay, I can do this. I might change up the brush. That'll keep you on your toes. Okay.
6 minutes.
6 minutes, that's actually not too bad.
5 minutes.
That's terrible. Oh, it's too much pressure. Dun, 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 dun. I need some like chase music to amp up the pressure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close. It's not too bad. I don't know. It's come out a lot better than I thought it would do when I started. Hold on, I don't want to ruin my masterpiece. It's a horse. Hi, I'm James from Hnry, and today I answered your questions whilst doing a grown-ups paint by numbers that went exceptionally well, as you can see. I have mad respect for any of our freelancer customers who are artists. That is a very difficult craft. I don't know how you do it without the numbers. Oh, this is too many browns. I was hoping that this would be simpler. This is starting to take shape. The only bit that looked like a horse are the outline that they've already drawn for me. All right, I'm happy with that as a horse. Well, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm still going, I don't know.